Well, a few weeks ago I was given 40 quail eggs. The cage was a mixture of bobwhite quail and Caturnix quail. All the eggs pretty much look the same, like these. And there is a baby quail, and this is my finger right here, so they're really tiny. He's hollering. I'm gonna let him finish drying out and close the cage. But I've got his other 14 brothers and sisters in the other cage, so stand by. And this right here is the 14 brothers and sisters. So I've had 17 out of 40 eggs hatch, and 2 babies didn't survive hatching. I have a couple blonde chicks in there and a couple chicks that look like these but with blonde wings. The rest of them pretty much look like this. Now my question is, if you're into the quail raising, is how can I tell if they're bob whites or Caturnix quail, or can I? But this is the Barato Real 49, and it carried 40 eggs in there with no problem. No problem whatsoever. I just turned it on 99.7, put the eggs in there, and 19 days later, I had my first hatchling. By that night, I had 8. By the next morning, I had 13. And now it's slowed down to 1 or 2. I'm still leaving it on for a day or 2. I've been told that the bobwhite quail will go out to day 21 for the hatch date lockdown. And as these were mixed with bobwhite and Caturnix all in the same aviary pen, I'm not sure if they're crossbreeds, which would make them a mule, or non-fertile, or not. I'm not sure if it will change their hatch date at all. I know the hatch dates do change between the Caturnix and the bobwhite. So I'm going to let them go just to see. If anybody can help me in identifying the chicks to see what's bobwhite or not before they get older, I would like to know. That way, if I can separate or even later, if I can separate the crossbreeds or the bobwhite from the others. The bobwhite and crossbreeds will end up in the freezer, and the rest of them will go into a breeding pen. So I don't want to save any that are crossbreeds because they won't be fertile. I only want to keep those that are full blood, and unfortunately I just don't know who is what. But if y'all can help me with that, I'd appreciate it. And I'm going to go make some bacon now. Stand by to watch the bacon. Okay, the first thing we notice here is that the boneless shoulder is 4.76 pounds. So I plugged that into my computer program for my bacon recipe, put 4.76, and that means the meat is 2.16 kilograms. Meat in grams is 2,159 kilograms. So I need 53.98 kilograms kosher salt, and I need 5.40 grams curing salt. So let me weigh that out. So I've got my scale set on grams. I'll say I need 53.98. We'll just say 54. Whoop, a little much. I'll get this corrected. Get right back with you. Okay, I zeroed it out, started putting pink curing salt in, but I had to take the lid off. It wasn't coming out fast enough. So we're hunting for a 5. Right there. That's perfect. Stand by. Now, according to my recipe, I need 2 tablespoons garlic powder, 2 tablespoons onion powder, and 4 tablespoons cracked black pepper. Let me get that added and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I only added 3 tablespoons of black pepper. I'm not real fond of having too much black pepper on it. We have been using this. It's a very good, adds a little sweetness to it. So instead of using brown sugar, which sometimes tends to overdo it, we're going to add a little bit of this, probably go with 3 tablespoons. Okay, I have now added all that in, stirred it up. There is our bowl of seasoning, and yes, there's still going to be spots that aren't completely mixed up 100%, but that's fine. We'll mix it up again before we make it. On to the next step. Now we're going to deal with this. I'm going to take it out of the package. You'll see how it's put together, and I'll explain why I cut it in half. Now when you pull that boneless pork shoulder roast out, you'll see it's in a net. That's because when they take the shoulder blade out, it kind of creates a Y shape to the bone. It makes it split open on one end. So they put it in a net sock to hold it together. So I'm going to cut that off and show it to you. Now this is what it looks like. So that's where the bone was and they cut it out. So to make it cure evenly, because otherwise this will be too salty and this will be not cured all the way through. I'm going to cut it through this all the way across to make it an even thickness all the way across. And in essence, we'll have 2 pieces of bacon. There's just no way to get around it. Sometimes it cuts out, depending on how they cut it. A little bit ugly, but it's still like that one will make a really good bacon cut. This side will too. If you look on the end, it already has a bacon look to the slices. So it depends on how you slice them, where you slice them. But it tastes just like bacon, but it's much more meaty. Alright, now to coat them. Now I've covered most every section with the salt. There's some leftovers on the tray. I'm going to roll the pieces in the leftover until every side is covered. My battery's running low, so I'm going to finish this one up and put it back on charge. And then I'm going to put each section into its own individual bag, and whatever residue is left, I'm going to throw a little bit in each bag. I'll take as much air out as I can, then I'm going to put them in the fridge. And then every day, I will turn it over, massage it, and put it back in the fridge. After 7 days, you have bacon. I'll get back with you in just a minute. You'll see here what I do is I folded the lid inside twice. I did that so that I didn't get junk inside the Ziploc, and then I washed my hands so I didn't transfer it over. And I'll try to Ziploc this, but I can't show you as I'm holding it. Well, it's been a couple days. My video camera on my phone died. My battery went bad, so I went ahead and pressed the air out of these and Ziplocked them as best I could, put them in the freezer. And I've been rotating and massaging them. They tend to get a little stiff. Some liquid comes out of them. Just kind of trying to rub some of it in there. You'll see some of the liquid starting to come out. That is normal. The first one I did, I had a lot of liquid come out, and I'll roll them back up like this tight. Keep good contact with any. So there's a lot of juices here. But to keep good contact with the juices and the seasoning. And just every day I'll come out here and massage it. I can't help it. That one there's just cute. Those two there are fixing to be 3 months old. The Billy on the right, he's a purebred Kiko. I'm probably going to leave him purebred. He's going to be pushing the 50-pound mark at 90 days. So we'll see when he hits 90 days. We'll weigh him, see what he's doing. There's his daddy right there. Back to it. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Share this video with other people. As of right now, I have 67 people that follow my website or my YouTube channel. I really would like to see this get up to about 100 people, so please share and recommend this site to other people. And if you have any ideas on another video, let me know. God bless. Y'all have a good weekend.